Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Cowley. Today the book that we're going to be reading is Finding Her Feet. So let's jump straight in. Chapter 1. Lily wasn't sure how she was meant to feel about school. The other people around her seemed to find school easy, but Lily, it always felt like she was an outsider. She never really fitted in. It was even harder now that Lily was in year 7 and at secondary school. It was huge compared to her small primary school, and she felt very overwhelmed. There were girls from her old school, like Beth Mayhew and Olivia Gates, who had found new friends easily, but Lily had always struggled with making friends. She never knew how to talk to people she didn't know or make herself seem interesting. But Beth used to be Lily's best friend, but that had been back in primary school. Here it was different. Beth was now hanging out with Amelia Rose, who was loud and confident. This meant Beth was now one of the popular ones. Her friendship with Lily had been forgotten fast. Beth and Amelia were always huddled together, talking and laughing with some other popular girls. Sometimes they looked over at Lily and she wasn't sure if they were laughing at her or not. So now, Lily was often alone. She sometimes wandered the playground, trying not to look bothered, or found an empty spot in the library where she would read by herself. Lily didn't want to tell anyone how she felt, not even her dad. She knew he would be concerned and would probably phone the school, and Lily didn't want to give him more to worry about. Lily's dad had been working flat out to look after them both ever since her mum had left over 5 years ago. Her dad still thought she and Beth were best friends and had no idea that Lily spent so much time alone. He'd noticed a few things were different, especially since Beth no longer came over to their house, but Lily had told him that Beth was busy with clubs and things. She found it easier to change the subject than to face more questions from him. Lily was good at pretending everything was okay. No one could see the nervous twisting in her stomach. The sick hot flushes she got in school were something she could keep to herself. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. The sick hot flushes that she got in school were something she could keep to herself. Lily also thought she was good at blending into the background. She probably would have kept doing it if Mr. Allen, her PE teacher, hadn't asked her after class at the end of the day. It seemed that someone had noticed Lily after all. "Is everything okay, Lily?" he asked. Lily scowled. She wasn't really sure what to say. How would Mr. Allen understand what she was feeling? "I've noticed that you've been on your own a bit," he went on, smiling gently, "and you seem sad." Mr. Allen was one of those teachers who never seemed to get angry or stressed. Most of the time, Lily really liked him, especially as PE was one of her favourite subjects. Mr. Allen gave her lots of praise, but right now she felt awkward. Did she really want to admit that she was feeling lonely? How would that make her sound? And would Mr. Allen really understand about the worrying thoughts that buzzed in her head like a mass of bees? "I'm okay," Lily said, forcing a smile. "You know you can talk to me if you need to," Mr. Allen replied softly. "I'd like to think I can help." "How?" Lily couldn't stop herself asking. Mr. Allen grinned and said, "Well, let's just see, shall we? I've recently set up a girls' football team." He passed her a leaflet. It had a title, "Like More Lionesses," and a photo of 2 girls running around on a football pitch. "We train twice a week after school and play games on a Saturday. Some of the other girls in your year have joined up. Beth and Amelia, for example. I think you'll really enjoy it." "But I can't even play really football," Lily said, feeling confused. "You'll learn fast, I'm sure," said Mr. Allen. I can tell you have potential. I've seen you in PE. You're fast and have great coordination. But I might make a fool of myself, Lily was thinking. But she didn't say that. She could see that Mr. Allen was keen for her to give it a go. It's a really great way to gain confidence and to make new friends, he said. Really? Lily said. She thought about how her stomach always twisted in knots when she worried about coming to school, about her lonely walks down the school corridors, wondering if the other girls were talking about her. She was so tired of feeling like an outsider. She wanted something to change. I suppose I could give it a try, Lily said, finally. Her finger traced the picture of the girl on the leaflet. She looked so happy. I'll have to ask my dad if he can take me. Lily had a feeling her dad would be pleased about this. He was a massive football fan, and they had often kicked a ball about together in the garden and at the park. Her dad had tried to talk Lily into joining a football team before, telling her that she had a natural talent for the game. Lily had never been sure if she should believe him. After all, her dad was lovely to her about everything. What have you got to lose? Said Mr. Allen. You'll never know, you might enjoy it. Lily remembered Mr. Allen saying that Beth played for the Lionesses. Maybe this way she would start hanging around with Lily again. She glanced at the leaflet in her hands. For the first time in ages, a bit of hope fluttered inside her. Maybe she could do this. Maybe she could be part of the girls' football team. And that is the end of chapter 1. Thank you very much for joining me during this reading. Have a good time.